Hey crafters, it's Artsy Craftsy Phoebe, and for today's card video, I'm going to show you how I made a fun and playful house card. Let's get started. So I used the At Home With You stamp set for this card, Ribbon of Courage, and my favorite Bella and Friends stamp set. And for my paper, I used a Strathmore watercolor paper, and this is cut to 5.5 by 11 and scored at 5.5. So as you can see, I am using a stamp positioning tool for this card to ensure that I get a crisp stamped image. And also for my stamping, I am using the VersaFine Onyx ink because I am watercoloring this card. So there's my door, and now I'm gonna move on to the welcome mat. And then I'm gonna use this little stamp over here for my house number on the side of the door. And that's most of our stamping done. And now we can move on to making this card look like a house. Just to mention though, I made 2 of these flower baskets beforehand, and they're right here. And I'll be using these at the end of my project. So I need to trim a little bit off the sides of the card to turn this into a house shape. And next I am shaping the roof. And then I'm just dividing the roof into rows that are getting smaller and smaller as you go higher up into the roof. And now I'm moving on to the window, and as you can see, I'm not measuring anything. I'm just drawing lines here and there. And all I know is that I want a planter right at the bottom of my window. And there's my planter. Now going back to my roof, I wanted it to look like a Spanish style roof, so I'm just dividing my roof into equal columns. And that's my basic house. So now I'm just trimming off the roof and the sides of the card to give it the house shape. And then I can stamp my flowers in the planter using this stamp right here. So I'm just inking the flower part of the stamp and wiping off the excess ink on the basket. And that will fill up my planter box. And after that, I can now ink up my images using my permanent waterproof black marker. And lastly, I'm adding the sidings to my house. And adding the wood slats to my planter. And a quick cleanup and I'll be ready to start watercoloring. And this is basically my card. And now for my watercoloring, I am using my Zig Clean Color Real Brush set. And now I won't bore you with my watercoloring, so I'll just fast forward my video and play some music. So after all of my watercoloring, I cut out my door so that it opens just like so. And now I can stamp Bella and my sentiment inside the card. And for my sentiment, I am using this stamp right here from Ribbon of Courage stamp set, saying sending love and hugs to you. So just the last bits of watercoloring. And sticking my flower pots with dimensionals on the sides of the door. And my card is done. So I hope you enjoyed my tutorial, crafters, and I hope you do give it a try. It is a bit tedious, but it sure is lots of fun. So go and get your watercolors and start making your house card. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!